I feel like I should be on horseback holding up the king's carriage in this thing, and I think they would just gladly give me all of their jewels because of how fabulous I look. That seems fair, right? This is kind of a weird one. It's not really my normal style, but I don't know, when it comes to blazers, I love finding things that are just really different, and it's velvet, which is fabulous, and the colors just really appealed to me, even though it's not my normal palette. I did a really quick lookup of this brand, and it looks like it's an independently owned brand out of New York, and I just love everything about that. I haven't done a deep dive, I don't know any more details, but it's a great little find. These cuffs are fantastic. I'm not in love with the ribbon. I think I'm going to take the ribbon off because it pretty much stays in place as is. I don't need anything to do it up. Sometimes the odd little finds are the best. You know how they say the devil is in the details? You know, sometimes it really is. This is just a perfect, plain gray blazer, go with everything, but note the details, the little puff sleeves, the corseted waist, these little pleat details here, the slight peplum effect. It's just gorgeous. It's a Tahari jacket. It's got a nice bit of stretch to it. It's not as snazzy as some of the other jackets on this list, but sometimes simple perfection is just where it's at. I feel like the ringmaster in a very fabulous circus. The length of it, the cuffs, the stripes, it's so fabulous. This is Le Chateau, a Canadian brand. I think it actually might have shrunk since the last time I bought it because it doesn't do up right this minute. And obviously it's not me, it's obviously the blazer, right? Yeah. This one is such a vibe. It is obviously part of an evening set. It would have gone either over a dress or perhaps a skirt or trousers. Oh, can you imagine trousers in this material? I looked all over the thrift store just in case the set had gotten separated, because that does sometimes happen. But sadly, nowhere to be found. So I settled for just the blazer. And it's got such gorgeous little details. It has these little faceted buttons. It has this little fabric rosette. And yeah, the color, somewhere between blue and purple. So it's kind of violet, really. So different from anything I have. And obviously it could be worn for evening without something underneath it, just, you know, a bit of neckline. You might remember this one from me showing it to you in my original thrift haul, or one of my styling videos about how blazers make everything better. It 100% had to be on the top 10 list for the year. The black and white plaid, the drama, the ruffles, it's so good, and you can't really see it with the wig on, but this collar is completely adjustable. It will flip right up at the back. I actually wore this when I debuted my new short haircut at work, and it was a very evil queen moment, which I always enjoy. So absolutely had to be on the list. This blazer was a really easy find because as soon as I saw the shoulder, I knew if this thing fit me, it was coming home with me. It is Joseph Ribkoff, which is a Canadian brand that I really like. I have a few of their things. Every time I wear this, I get so many compliments on how unique it is. It has a certain Sergeant Pepperiness to it, and I'm not mad about it. It's comfortable, it's fabulous, it just checks all the boxes for me. This one was such a find. The ruffles, the sort of tailcoat effect. I feel like I should be on horseback holding up the king's carriage in this thing, and I think they would just gladly give me all of their jewels because of how fabulous I look. That seems fair, right? And on top of all that, it has this great lace-up corset detail at the back. I mean, it's too much. It's too much in the best possible way. And for no other reason, I had to buy it because the brand is Scarlett Darkness. It's like it was made for me. And of course, this just punchy, bright red color is everything. I actually wore it to a Christmas party this year, and it was perfection. This one kind of sneaked onto the list because I had everything pulled and ready to film at the end of last year, and I did one final thrift and found this. So I had to bump something else because this was just too good. It's Jones, New York, nice stretch to it. It's a funky print on a classic cut. I mean, that's just my love language with blazers. So it just had to be on the list. This is a Zara blazer that I had seen in store when it came out, but just couldn't justify the price tag. So imagine my glee when I found it new with tags in the thrift store. So that's why this one is in at number 2. And of course, this just had to be number one. It was Zara, new with tags. I found this in July and I have already worn it so many times. My niece has actually borrowed it from me to wear to an event that she had. Just everything about this is fabulous. The power shoulder, the cut, the sort of Art Deco-y design of the lines, it's just glorious. However, I can tell you exactly why it was in the thrift store new with tags, because the whole yoke inside the back is covered in sequins and it is scratchy AF. I did not realize this until I went to put it on for the first event that I wore it to. Wearing it with a t-shirt, was getting dressed, put the t-shirt on, put this on. Oh my God, no way in hell could I wear this. You could only wear it like that with something like this, where your whole back and neck are covered. So I whipped it off. I took a piece of t-shirt material that I had lying around, cut it to shape, and used fabric glue real quick to stick this on because I was running late and I had to get going to this event. And A, I used a little bit too much fabric glue, and B, it wasn't quite dry by the time I had to leave. So I spent the first hour of the event, people were like, oh my God, I love your outfit. Inside, I'm like, it's damp on my back, and oh my God, is it sticking to my skin? But nobody knew that. Anyway, it all dried, and when I got home, I actually just put some stitching around it to make sure it stayed in place, and now it's perfection. So this is the miscellaneous things category, and the good thing about wearing that wig is that it kind of beat my hair into submission, so I can just have my normal hair. Although I did really enjoy that wig. But moving right along, we are talking about the miscellaneous items. It's probably my love of blazers that extends to these kind of kimono-y style cover-ups. And this one is H&M, and it just, oh, it has kind of all my favorite things. It's jersey material, so it's super soft and comfortable. There are leopards, there's a tropical print. I mean, it's just perfection. And I wear this a lot. This is actually part of my thrifting uniform in the summer. A black tank top, black bike shorts, sandals, and this, just to make it feel like I have a little bit of a look going on, even though I'm super casual. And also it's really easy to just fling on and off when I'm doing try-ons in the store. So this is the most incredible robe, just icy white, shoulder pads, pockets, no less, and it's just immaculate condition. I am tempted to wear this as a duster. I haven't quite decided if I want to take something this gloriously white out into those mean streets because I'm worried it'll get filthy, but it is just too good. It came with the matching nightgown, which I will not be modeling for you. It's so fabulous. The brand is Linda, and it's from Montreal. It's très bien, Linda. It's très bien. Okay, I'm not going to throw all of these on because some of them are just going to be easier to show you on the hanger, like this feather vest. It's Club Monaco. It's this beautiful kind of maroon verging on burgundy color, and it's just, oh, so soft and fuzzy. Love it. And this is another sort of kimono-y type cover-up. It's actually meant to be a swimwear cover-up. And as soon as I saw the colors, I was just so drawn to it. It's like, oh my God, it's so gorgeous. I like this because you can wear it loose down like this, or you can tie it up at the waist and make it a little bit more of a bolero kind of affair. And this is really great because, you know, this would pack down to nothing if you were taking it with you. It's very, very fine material. Did I mention it's Oscar de la Renta? The first piece of Oscar de la Renta I've ever thrifted, and it was, I think, under $5. Such a find. How can I resist these feather jammies? Glamorous loungewear for the home is so good. And I've worn these out as evening trousers, and I've worn this out as an evening top. So multi-use item, and they were brand new. I was definitely in luck when I found these ones. So at first glance, this just looks like a regular sweater vest, but if you look up close, it's skulls. Oh, I just thought this was so funny. Grandpa Core, Mr. Rogers cozy sweater vest, but with skulls. Obviously this had to get on the list. So this one was a jumpsuit, but no longer. It's one of my favorite thrift flips, is something, a dress or jumpsuit that doesn't fit me properly as that garment. Just hacking them into a top is a great way to give it a second life and make it more wearable. Just chopped it at the zipper and Now it's a little piece of Wednesday Addams perfection tucked in. I love a two-piece set, and this one is so cute. Great thing to wear this summer, and another example of how if you find something you like in the thrift store, you think there's any possibility it might have come as a set, go looking for the other half of it, because that's how I found this one. These two had been separated. Look at the beautiful details on this vintage number. The little buckles on the trousers and the buttons. Beautiful star print on this navy background. So cute. This is an amazing silver sequin duster. Let me go further back so you can see the whole thing. I found this for $10 at a flea market, and it's got great stretch, and it doesn't have any buttons, but I could always fasten it with a brooch if I wanted to. It does have a few stains on the inner lining that I'm gonna try and get rid of, but even if I can't, I don't really think anybody's gonna notice that just because of the general fabulosity of this thing. And another two-piece set, which is one of my best finds of all time, is this Emmanuel Ungaro vintage classic pink boucle wool two-piece suit. I mean, so gorgeous. Probably 1990s, I would say. It's in really good condition. It is very wrinkly at the moment, so that's my bad. Don't blame the garments, blame me. This makes me feel like one of the mean ladies in Pretty Woman, and I'm okay with it. And the final category is dresses. I actually didn't thrift a whole lot of dresses this year. I did thrift a few that I've turned into tops, so they're not actually dresses anymore. I guess I could have included them in this category, but I'm kind of running out of steam, so we're just gonna do the top 5 for dresses. And I'm also not gonna put them on for exactly the same reason, because I'm exhausted. I'm fighting a cold. I'm actually filming this right after the video that I posted last week. Stuffed up then, and I'm still a little bit stuffed up now, you can hear it. So this one is the most beautiful muted teal color, and it has gorgeous sleeves. The ribbing is very flattering. It goes into this kind of like swingy skirt. It's just so beautifully designed. This one is Max Studio. This was such a great find. This one is Zara. It's just so lovely. The square neck, the poofy skirt, the puff sleeves, but mostly this material. I will bring it up closer so you can see it, but it's just incredible. Such a find. This was a thrift find from my trip to Paris in June. €5, pure silk. The brand is Marina Rinaldi. I wore it in the summer, and it was just like the perfect floaty, easy, chic summer dress. But now that I have it out, I actually think I'm going to wear this to work this week. I'm going to put it over a turtleneck and leggings and under a blazer to keep myself warm. The colors are so fabulous, the pansies, it's just a delight. Number 2 is the apple dress. You may remember it from when I found it because I was so thrilled to have it in the haul. However, because it is just the perfect spring-summer dress, it is packed away with the spring-summer things, and I just did not have it in me to go diving into those bins and trying to fish it out. So instead, you have a picture of me wearing it for a lovely dinner on a patio one glorious evening this summer. It's exactly what the apple dress is perfect for, and that is why it is in at number 2. And my number 1 dress find of this year, and it might actually be the best thing I thrifted this whole year, which is saying something because I had a lot of great thrift finds this year, is this little number. And I swear I manifested it because I'd been seeing the previews for Palm Royale, the amazing fashions in that show. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be great to find something like that? A Palm Beach vibe, this retro feel. And the very next time I went to the thrift store, I found this. Will I put it on? I think I have to put it on. But I think I also have to put the wig back on because it needs some hair to balance it all out. You'll see what I mean. Hang on. Okay, I only do this because I love you, because this is not an easy thing to get into. But I mean, I have no words, and that's saying something for someone as verbose as I am. I was in the thrift store. It was just on a rack that was coming out, and it was just this bundle of yellow chiffon. And I was, what is this? So I pulled it out, took it over to a mirror, and I was kind of unfurling it for about 10 minutes before I finally realized what this was. And it was the caftan of dreams. And it's so beautifully made. All of this embellishment is glass. None of it is plastic. So there's a lot of heft to the sleeves. Some of the little stones are loose, but that's an easy fix. I just haven't gotten around to it because it's not really a rush. I don't really have anywhere to wear it just now. I can hear those people in the background saying, yes, but where would you ever wear such a thing? You know what? The occasion will find me. There will be something that I can wear this to, and it will be amazing. But in the meantime, I just enjoy knowing that I have it in my closet. So obviously this is number one. So that is it. That is the final episode of my first annual Thrift Find Awards of the year. Of last year, because like I said, I didn't get around to filming or posting this one until January. So yeah, perfection is boring. That's my story and I'll be sticking to it. Anyway, if you'd like to see the other two, scroll backwards. I don't have that many videos. They're pretty easy to find. Do let me know if you had a favorite amongst these finds. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate the few of you who actually watch my videos. If you made it to the end, drop me a heart or a little emoji or something in the comments so that I can thank you personally, because I really do appreciate it. I'm glad you're here, and I will see you next time. Bye.